One word describes Comic-Con: crazy. Or 2 words: super geek. Either way, One Shot Presents is pleased to bring you behind the scenes footage from Comic-Con 2008. We will bring you exclusive interviews with old friends and new faces. We'll also take an exclusive look behind the scenes at Top Cow Productions. Plus, we'll have a nice chat with the cast and crew of Spaced. But first...
Alright, I'm here at Night Flight Comics. I'm just picking up my hold. And I thought I'd pick up this little gem, Supernatural Law Volume 1 by Batton Lash, which coincidentally is this week's graphic novel review. Now, if you're not familiar with Batton Lash's work, this guy is a very great humor writer. He's a great wordsmith, but probably my favorite part of the book is the artwork. You guys know this from watching the show, but I'm a sucker for black and white comics. And what I love about Batton Lash's work is that rather than looking like a 90s artist trying to recapture the 50s, he actually looks like he's a 50s artist. His style invokes that EC horror comics look, and he does it perfectly. In fact, there's a story in here called A Host of Horrors, my favorite part of the book, which really brings that home. But you guys need to check it out. It is a little bit harder to find, so you probably need to ask your local comic book shop to ship it in. But you should check it out. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. I recently had the opportunity to meet Batton Lash and talk with him about comics and where he comes up with his ideas. So let's take a look at that interview right now. All right, we're here with Batton Lash. This guy wrote one of my Desert Island top 5 favorite comics of all time, Archie versus the Punisher. So we're talking with him. Now, Batton, a lot of your books, you're very gifted at wordplay and puns. Where do you come up with some of those ideas?
God help me, I don't know. I have no idea. It's like Tourette's. They just, whatever the situation is, it kind of spits out. So it's almost like saying, where do you get your ideas? I don't know. It just, unfortunately, the byproduct of that is puns come out of nowhere. So it's hard to describe.
It's not always a bad thing. Puns are great. Do you have anything in the pipeline or anything we should know about?
Well, I have a new Supernatural Law trade paperback coming out this fall. It's the missing trade paperback that fills in the gap between Volume 1 and Volume 3, and of course, I heartily recommend it. And also, I have Archie Freshman Year coming out, which is the untold tale of how Archie first went to high school. So it's kind of like Archie Year 1. And that's 5 issues, and the first issue should be out this week.
Great. Well, thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You guys might know that I'm a huge Adam Hughes fan. You don't believe me? Check out this montage. All right, so for this week, I'm reviewing the poster that he made for DC, which is all the women in the DC universe. And this thing is crazy. Look at this poster. It's so beautiful that I got to stare at it for many hours. One of the cool little tidbits is that Catwoman wasn't supposed to be in this poster, but she makes an appearance and DC approved it. Out of 5, I'm going to give it a 5.
All my friends say I'm in love. This is what I think they're thinking.
Now, we had the pleasure of meeting Adam Hughes at Comic-Con, so here's Tiger talking to Adam.
All right, we're here with Adam Hughes. Adam, thank you for being on the show. You're welcome. Now, you're best well known for your depictions of women, obviously, but what makes you draw, I guess, is my question. What's the reward for you?
The reward is, I don't have a quick answer for that. The reward is some sort of sense of satisfaction. The film director, Frank Darabont, wrote an essay about how our generation has been Nintendo'd into thinking that any venture isn't worthwhile unless it's fun. You shouldn't be doing something if it's not fun while you're doing it. A lot of times art is not fun. I envy the guys who have fun when they're doing art. I wish I was one of them, but I don't have fun while I'm doing it. But fun is not the same as rewarding. When you get to the end of a difficult labor, and you basically sort of wipe the sweat off your brow and you have a cold drink and you go, wow, that was a lot of work, but I am so proud of what I just did. You may not have had fun doing it, but you will stand there and go, I just actually produced something. I created something, and I actually added to sort of the fabric of the world, to sound silly. So I draw for some sense of reward that, like, I didn't waste that day. I hate feeling like I've wasted my time. Unless I'm playing Halo 3, then it's my damn time to waste. But I want to feel like, okay, that day was a productive day, and I didn't spend that day making grommets and O-rings for some faceless corporation. I produced a piece of artwork that hopefully will entertain someone, maybe inspire somebody else to do art themselves, or, you know, whatever they get out of it. But it's like, okay, I did something today that actually someone else enjoyed, and that's the sense of reward that I get at the end of an artistic endeavor.
Well, I think that's a great answer. And I think more people need to hear that. So thank you very much. We appreciate it.